EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to Foxborough, Massachusetts, where the keeper of the light sounds the fog bell to signal that it is indeed time for football inside Gillette Stadium. Coming up, we've got a good one here in the AFC, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the New England Patriots.
Please welcome your 2026 New England Patriots.
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway in Foxborough. And he gets it to the 30-yard line, but the football's not going to stay there. There's a penalty marker down.
Return team.
But he just couldn't help himself.
Play action. Here's Stroud. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Now a run. Here's the rookie from USC. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
1 yard gain.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Stroud going to give to Marks. And he is going to lose yardage here. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Here's 3rd and 10. Now Stroud. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
Marks now on 1st and 10. And he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. They'll fake the jet sweep, and now Stroud to throw off play action. And he will slide to a hold at the end of that one. Some good running from Stroud, and he gets them the 1st down.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Up the middle, it's Marks. Brought down at the 20. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
Here's 2nd and 7. Stroud. Now he's going to step up and run. And Stroud wisely slides down safely after picking up the first down. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Stroud will run the option left.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Christian Kirk, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
That was a really good opening drive on a number of fronts. 10 plays, very methodical, set the tone.
So you know right now, if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're on the sideline saying, okay, what do we have to dial up in order to get off the field a lot faster? Because both sides are out there for 10 plays, but one side comes off energized, and the other side comes off with some questions.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here come the Patriots now to take over on offense. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
Looking to put a drive together. And they go play action with May. He finds Douglas complete. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
Now a 2nd and 10.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
They'll swing this out to Henderson.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Call it a pickup of 3 and also now likely a punt on their opening drive.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Texans will take over. Play action. Stroud now. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Here's 2nd and 10. As Stroud now to throw. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Stroud keeps it. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down.
No gain? Quarterback sneak? No gain? Aren't you supposed to get something out of that?
Yeah, needed a full yard there. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Back deep for New England is Marcus Jones. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Patriots take over. A carry here for Trevion Henderson. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They run once more with Henderson. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From the gun on 3rd down is May. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46.
They'll run the jet sweep with Douglas. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. It was Danielle Hunter to make the play in the backfield. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing here is May. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 33.
1st and 10 at the 33.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Off the play fake, here's May.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield.
And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
Second and 7. To throw, it's May. They set up the screen for Henderson.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long, because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he get the first down.
And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
After the made field goal, back out is Borregales to kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Houston's offense taking over again. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
Looking to put a drive together. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Ogunbowale on the screen. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Stroud. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
It's 2nd and inches.
Throwing now is Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 6. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Stroud working out of the gun.
And he's going to be taken down there. A sack back at the 32. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now.
And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
May going to give it to Henderson.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
Looking to throw. May. That is caught. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
On first down, it's Henderson.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
1 more yards. That's another Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Right back to Henderson on first down. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Douglas, the man in motion. He finds his man complete. It's Douglas. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
That's a gain of 5.
If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. On the zone read, here's Henderson with it. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Trevion Henderson, a 21-yard touchdown run. And the Pats are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
Now Andres Borregales for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece.
That ties the game at 10.
So that drive in total 8 plays. And a long run there in the end to top it off. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something and mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And again, it's Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. They'll come up 2nd and 7. Now it's the former Badger Dare Ogunbowale. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Stroud looking to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Stroud to throw it. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one goes for 24 yards.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. Strong run, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
Loss of a yard. And it's 4th down.
These two teams all tied after one. Texans football to start quarter 2. As they've got it with a 4th down coming up.
And the first play will be a field goal try. This will be a 37-yard attempt. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they will take the lead at 13-10.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Fairbairn now, following the made field goal, he'll send this one away.
A beautiful fake. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated Drews. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To the air, May. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Douglas. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41.
Out of the gun, they give it to Stevenson.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll throw with May.
And Diggs has it. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 23. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the 1st down.
Here's May.
He completes it to Henry. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 2nd down.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's 2nd and 3. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's a toss to Henderson, headed right. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Nice effort from Jalen Petrie getting to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Texans will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
Now Stroud. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They set up the screen to Chubb. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 more yards there and another first down.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
Touchdown, Texans. Jaden Higgins, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Texans are able to widen their advantage. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
2nd and 5. Setting up a screen for Stevenson.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
From the gun, it's May.
He finds Douglas complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well, great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Straight ahead, it's Stevenson.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
from the shotgun. It's May.
He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up second down.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And Stevenson's going to have a Patriots first down as he'll get this down to the 40.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
Second down and 8. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. Oh, able to avoid him. Down the right sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Drake May, 38 yards. And the Patriots are back within a score.
So a designed run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that come.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of him, being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly didn't work. Yeah, there's no doubt.
Borregales now for the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Looking to put a drive together.
He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And Stroud now to throw. He'll let this go deep for Collins.
This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A huge play there for Houston. 65 yards.
It's a gain of 65 yards. And the Texans first down.
I'll tell you what, this is not going to be a fun discussion at halftime for this defense. They've been absolutely taken advantage of in the first half. And here's another play for big yardage.
first carry for their fullback. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Now a 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap to Stroud. Touchdown! Dalton Schultz, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Texans are able to add on to that lead.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Texans.
The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards.
And it was the tight end Dalton Schultz on the touchdown reception to cap the drive.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Throwing here is May.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw.
Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception. Stroud is hit and the ball is loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Stroud. And he'll complete this one to Barrios. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Now a stoppage, and we've got Chubb shaken up on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. On first down, it's Jordan. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 5. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's 3rd and 3. Here's Stroud. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Patriots offense and Drake May headed back onto the field. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. The Pats at the line, ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8. To throw, it's May. That's to the veteran tight end, Austin Hooper. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
We're going to throw. May. And this one hauled in. Again, it's Hooper. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this. Back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. 2nd and 6. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 35. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 35-yard line. Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. Now they nab the rookie there for the 5-yard penalty.
So much going through his head. You know it just has to be, right? All of his assignments and realizing every game he plays, one of the better players in the league will be opposite him.
They'll look to throw again. That's out to the flat for Gibson.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
2nd and 6. To the air, May. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Now May on the sneak. And he will have a Patriots first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
They'll throw with May. Completes it to Douglas. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 23 yards, the final tally.
First down.
Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Here's May. His pass caught at the 4. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line.
And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. He'll drop to throw. May look, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
Drake May
With his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Patriots have cut it back within a score.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
The extra point now for Borregales.
And the lead will shrink to 6. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away.
Unable to corral him, he fights through.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Looking to put a drive together. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Up the middle they go. Jordan. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. The offense on 3rd down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Now Stroud.
And this is going to be incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. From the shotgun, May with it. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Looking for his man on the out route, and he's got Diggs. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Second and 12, operating from the 39. Again, he'll drop to throw. This is caught by Williams.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
That is caught. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
On for the Patriots field goal. A 26-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will bring the deficit back down to 3. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
Four seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. Taking it about the 1. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up and put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 more on that one and another 1st down. Okay, take us to school here, Charles. On a play like that, pretty successful RPO. What's the quarterback looking at?
Basics. He's looking at the defensive end or the outside linebacker. If that player crashes down to take the running back, quarterback pulls it, runs to the outside end. Some teams, though, will read different players depending on defenses, but basically it's that outside player.
Now, during that run, an injury here, we got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
2nd and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion left. From the gun, it's May. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They go play action now. May. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
sets up fourth down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there.
For the field goal, a 47-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And able to get this out to the 25.
Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And their three-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a three-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein. All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Jordan. And only able to get two here. Stopped at the 30. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
Third and 5. Throwing now is Stroud. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Texans.
This is where the NFL is headed year by year, partner. A league where just about everyone has someone under center who can get you with their legs as well as their arm. And we've certainly had a nice display of that from both QBs in this game, and that continued with that first down run.
This is caught. It's Kirk. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
A gain of 14.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Connecting on the out route here with Higgins. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On the bootleg, Stroud. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Stroud will try and run it. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. C.J. Stroud. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Texans have broken the tie. So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this third quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
And that flag accepted.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10.
Play action. May. Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 38.
Throwing here is May. Setting up a screen for Stevenson.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
Good call there on 1st down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years of not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive trading. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Up the middle, here's Stevenson.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
To throw, it's May.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. From the shotgun, it's May. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
To the right side, this is Stevenson.
Gets around him.
And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. May. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 8 at the 11-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. May looking to run. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Touchdown, Patriots! An 11-yard touchdown. And the Patriots are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Borregales now for the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd quarter.
That ties the game.
A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a New England touchdown. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And now out comes Houston. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the 2nd half. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Stroud. A quick throw there is incomplete.
And in the 2nd half of a tied game, every decision gets magnified. And here, if he forces this ball, it could be intercepted. So that's the prudent play to just airmail it out of bounds.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Stroud. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Well, as we all know, possessions are crucial in a tie game, and let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap to Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. A huge play there for Houston. 46 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
This is 2nd and 8. Up the middle they go. Jordan. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Stroud to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll set up the screen here to mix it. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone, but sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. C.J. Stroud taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Texans have broken the tie. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Patriots 37.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Diggs with a good footwork. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's May. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
First down.
Well, he's a diminutive receiver, Charles. Not a ton of size, but still able to bring that in against double coverage.
I think that's a great job by him of understanding angles, because you mentioned his size. He's not going to go over the top of someone or body someone out of the way. He's got to make sure he creates enough space for himself by getting people into the wrong spot on defense, moving them with his body, and then showing his numbers to the quarterback to be open.
Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
Here's 2nd and 7. They run again with Jennings. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, your front 5, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit. And that's what he did on that play.
These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
This is Jennings. And they'll get this down to the 10. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
May now off the bootleg. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Yeah, that's a nice play design right there. He's going to fake the give, then roll out, and he lets his back leak out toward the pylon. And how about the throw? Right where he needed it to be for him to catch it in stride, he's able to take it into the end zone.
The extra point now for Borregales. And that will tie our game here in the third quarter. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Stroud. Open man is Higgins. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Stroud out of the gun here. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
And the Texans.
Partner up in New England have a saying for this. Do your job. On 3rd and 2, your job is to get 2 yards, period. If you get more, that's great. But bottom line, pick up the first down and keep the sticks moving.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Stroud looking to throw. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. 1st down, Texans.
With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, it wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Stroud sets up the play action. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 26. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. And now a tip of the cap to the man under center, Charles. He just went over 400 yards passing in this ball game. He's got the touchdown passes to boot, taking pretty good care of the ball. Just all around a really solid performance.
Yeah, just check, and check, right? Because he certainly showed he was worthy of the trust that his team put in him. A handful of touchdowns to his credit thus far. Now he's just crossing off yardage milestones, and win or lose, his name has to be in serious discussion for player of the game.
Second and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jordan. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Early down steps will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Throwing now is Stroud. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Kaimi Fairbairn now to attempt the Texan field goal. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and they have regained the lead. So give them 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Patriots offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. The Pats at the line, ready to go. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. They'll throw with May. Gets this complete to Butte. So the completion gets him just a yard. And 3rd and 8 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
To the air, May. That is caught. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for Patriots. First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple at its second down.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
Here is 3rd and 5.
They'll set up to throw.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. He was defended by Jalen Petrie.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Now Stroud.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Back now in Foxborough. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now a handoff up the middle. Jordan. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
The 22 more yards there and another first down.
It's a gain of 22 yards. That's another Texan.
I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Texans, first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
He was taken down.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They motion the running back out left.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
And Stroud now to throw.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Disastrous outcome there on 3rd and goal. They lose 9 yards on the sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
So a big one coming here for Ka'imi Fairbairn. This to swell the lead to 6. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So it's another field goal here. He may need to ice his leg after this one. That's now 5 field goals converted in this game alone.
Yeah, get the trainer. They're going to need this guy. And they've needed every single one of the field goals he's made, too. If they're going to get out of here with a win, I say he gets a game ball.
Fairbairn now, following the made field goal, he'll send this one away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Pats offense and their wideout getting set to go once more. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early, and it has paid giant rewards to this stage of the game. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Delayed give, Jennings. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
We're going to throw. May looking for his man on the out route, and he's got Diggs.
Number 8, Stephon Diggs. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 2.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary.
To throw, it's May. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing here is May. They go screenplay with Jennings. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his big tight end here. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Now it's Jennings. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Now May on the sneak.
And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th.
Well, that play seemed well scouted defensively. They collapsed everything inside. Nowhere to go on the quarterback sneak. Now it's going to bring up 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going to run. It's Jennings. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
At the 24-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. A shotgun snap to Stroud.
And his throw here is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Here's Stroud.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So the Patriots coming out now.
Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They start the drive with Jennings. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Jennings. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Now May on the sneak. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line.
From the shotgun, May with it. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
Second down and 6 now. Here's May.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Call it a gain of a yard. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out.
From the gun on 3rd down is May. That pass complete. Here's Butte with it. And he will have a Patriots first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Play action. May.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Danico Autry. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
They were looking for a big play in this comeback situation, and they call play action pass, and it backfires. If you're going to run that play this late in the game, you have to have a plan in mind to avoid the sack. Throw it away, scramble, do something, but don't go down in your own backfield.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll set up a throw, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This is caught by Williams. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 9-yard line.
Stroud looking to throw. He's got Higgins over the middle. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a 1st down.
A 7-yard gain. And the Texans, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Play action. Here's Stroud. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Robert Spillane in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Throwing now is Stroud. He finds his target. It's Schultz. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Charles, he's now over 400 yards passing in this one. It feels like he has a zillion completions. Just a very memorable effort from a guy that we thought could be in line for a big game, and he has exceeded our expectations.
That he has, and I'm not really surprised at all because when you look at this offensive unit, they are loaded across the board. And, of course, the guy throwing them, he's
got a man complete. A huge play there for Houston. 46 yards.
Texans, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Stroud. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Patriots' 34-yard line.
Here comes Brooks.
That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
Marks now on 1st and 10. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9.
Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the first down because in college football, the clock stops with every first down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defense.
And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Robert Spillane picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Fairbairn now, following the made field goal, he'll send this one away.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. He's got Hooper on the short connection.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. A good start there on this 4th quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time, all right? It's not like, you know, they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
And this one pulled in. Again, it's Hooper. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. With that pass, CD, he's now over 400 yards in the game. And even in a pass-first league, that is still a tough benchmark to hit.
And all week leading up to this one, All we read, heard about was the confidence he had that he could put up big numbers. Kudos to him for coming out here with that belief in himself and for making it happen.
And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. To the air, May. He's got Hooper on the short connection. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. They'll come to the line now on a 3rd and 6. They'll throw with May. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a first down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Here's 2nd down and 3. They'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Back to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Here we go. 1st and goal. Looking to throw. May. And that one drops down. Incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and goal.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
May looking to run, and he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Drake May, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Nothing like understanding where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is down to 2. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Stroud will run the option left. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Back to throw. Pass caught by Hooper. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
2nd and 4 at the 50-yard line.
Now 2nd and 4. He's back to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
Hard you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
And that's going to do it. With that last throw, he surpasses Norm Van Brocken's mark of 554 passing yards in one game, set more than 70 years ago, way back in 1951. Now, he's had help from his offensive line and his receivers, but this has been an incredible individual performance.
And that one is incomplete. It stops the clock now with 15 seconds remaining. But they still need one completion for field goal range.
And just think about what they're going over in the huddle right now. Make the catch, get out of bounds. That's going to be tough to do. So make the catch, get up to the line of scrimmage, and clock it to have one last shot.
And his kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So what a finish here. They maneuver to the outskirts of his range, Charles. He steps up, drills it from long distance.
That was no gimme. I like that expression, outskirts of his range. Look, the kickers that I've met, all they want is a chance. And I think he knew this one was good the second it left his foot.
After the made field goal, back out is Borregales to kick this one away. They couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Now Stroud. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Here's second down. One final shot for C.J. Stroud. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Patriots winners here at home as we say so long from Foxborough. The ball on the tee. We're set for football. And we are underway in Foxborough. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable, usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll send Kirk in motion right. Now Stroud going to bat it forward on the touch pass. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end, and that play going nowhere. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
3 yards. And the Texans first down.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
First carry for Nick Chubb. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Stroud to throw it.
Open man is Kirk, complete. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Here's Stroud.
Going for it all. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Woody Marks, 29 yards. And the Texans are on the board first here this afternoon. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Texans 7.
That time a 6-play drive. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his 2nd year in the NFL now.
And there's a word that constantly gets thrown around with this guy when you talk to anyone in the building. Potential. They are sky high on what they believe he can grow into in the role of a starting quarterback. In addition, there are plenty around the league who think that as well. And years from now, he can still be leading this offense out.
They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Play action. Stroud now. We'll swing this out to Marks. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. They work now on 2nd and 9. Stroud sets up the play action. This is caught at the 20. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A huge play there for Houston. 46 yards.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
Stroud off the play fake. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Touchdown, Texans! From 4 yards out. And the Texans are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And it's now 14-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the result, a Houston touchdown.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive.
They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. From the shotgun, it's May. Got a man, it's Kayshon Boutte. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
1st and 10.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just heading straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. To throw, it's May. Stephon Diggs. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Stephon Diggs. 42 yards. And the Patriots have got it back to within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll run with a USC man, Woody Marks. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Open man, that's Jaden Higgins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
17 yards.
First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Stroud going to give to Marks.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Stroud out of the gun here. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 35. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
He'll get this to Ogunbowale out of the backfield.
Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Now Stroud. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 19. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
They'll fake the jet sweep, and now Stroud to throw off play action.
Touchdown!
Jaden Higgins.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Texans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So what a start. It's not often you even get 3 possessions in a first quarter, but he now has 3 touchdown passes.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone.
Kaimi Fairbairn.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great play there. 73 yards. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. Nifty move. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Play action. Here's Stroud. Throw right side, taken in by Collins. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
Out of bounds at midfield. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now 2nd and 3. A handoff here to Ogunbowale. Will be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. The tight end in motion right. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And a good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run it again with Chubb. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They run it. It's Ogunbowale.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Stroud looking to throw. Did he get the feed down? Yes! Touchdown! Jaden Higgins with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And they are able to add on to their advantage. So the numbers are starting to pile up here early on. We have yet to reach halftime, yet that is already now 4 touchdown passes. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Nice little juke. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. New England's offense set to go. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and
Nice run
9.
defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over pursuing, and making a very nice play.
May now off the bootleg. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's May. Over the middle, complete. That's Henderson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. That pass complete. Here's Butte with it. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Here's 2nd and 3. May going to give it to Henderson. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And the slot man goes in motion left. To the air. May. It's complete to Diggs. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 22-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
First and 10.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a ring on a hold on that quicker.
Yeah, exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Henderson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Trevion Henderson taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Pats are back within a score.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9 yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense and C.J. Stroud getting ready for this next drive. And he's off to a fast start throwing the football. Pretty good numbers already for just the first quarter of play. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
finds his target. It's Schultz. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And Stroud now to throw. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Chubb on the counter. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That was another good run, and he's having an excellent day. And right now, I don't think his team could have any more confidence in handing him the football.
This now a 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Stroud. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 5, 2nd and 4. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Stroud. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Dalton Schultz, a 5-yard touchdown, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was the tight end Dalton Schultz on the touchdown reception to cap the drive. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Another go-around now for the Patriot offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. A carry by Henderson to start the drive. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.